Hey guys, Scott, we're getting to the update on 2023 Preakness Contenders. We're going to talk about first Forte, winning 2023 Florida Derby over Mage. And of course, he was scratching the Derby on Derby Day. And, he's going to be hopefully getting into the race there. Everything seems to be checking out so far. This is the clip from one of the articles there where it said he looked very good. Top Fletcher said he galloped out a mile and 3/8. Very comfortably, seemed happy like he normally is. He'll work probably Friday or Saturday. So I imagine after that work, we'll get him more clarity if he's going to be in there. But all systems on a go right now. And on being scratched from Derby said, I most feel disappointed for the Violas and the Rapoles and the horse himself, Fletcher said, referencing owners, Vinny Viola and Michael Rapola and their families. You got to be good on a particular day. There are no makeup. So, it's kind of a shame that he couldn't get in as, with Mage when it kind of makes you wonder what Forte would have done in the Derby. But nonetheless, it's shaping up to be a really good Preakness this year. And, we're getting the Mage, winner of the Derby. Can he win the Triple Crown? That's going to be the question. Any horse that wins the Derby, immediately start talking about, can this be the Triple Crown winner for the year? So I'm going to be playing against him winning the Triple Crown. I think he's very beatable, these next couple races, assuming he goes as far as the Belmont. Uh, so far systems are a go for me. Ate up everything. His speed, he's feeling good. Delgado Jr. said. And about the Derby, that's amazing. We're still digesting. I'm still playing text messages from 2 days ago. It's a very good feeling. So, I'm sure, the connection are very happy to get the Derby win. That's, what everybody kind of gets in the sport for. So, happy for him and his connections. And for first mission, trained by Brad Cox. He won the Lexington. And at the bottom says, first mission is amazing. He looks very good. Said Jorge Brady, assistant trainer Brad Cox. He's ready. He'll gallop on Tuesday. And I've heard nothing but good things over the last few days about this horse. And it seemed like when they talk about this horse, to me, it seemed like the words are a little bit stronger than when they talk about the other horses. Trainers, sometimes hear them talking. It's always, horse work good. It's looking good. It's just kind of all generic stuff. Well, they all say the same thing, but they're saying words like fantastic, amazing, just throwing out, a little bit stronger wording in my opinion. So to me, this horse is one I'm looking at real strong for the Preakness. And seeing the way Brad Cox's eyes lit up about the Preakness after the Derby kind of tells me that, maybe this horse is, this is him. And you might also get instant coffee, going to, and then Steve Asmussen will have Disarm and probably Red Route 1 enter. We'll see close to the time, but, those two are potentially going right now. And Red Rock won the stakes race at Oaklawn a week or two ago, and then Disarm, fourth in the Derby by the same connection to Epicenter. And for Asmussen, he gets in the Derby a lot, or in the Preakness a lot. Like I didn't realize he had that many top four finishes, year after year. So certainly when you're doing super fat, you got to put one of his horses in there. And last but not least, what everybody's probably wanting to see is the early Preakness odds. And this will be subject to changes. Horses, come and go, and there'll be defections and scratches, and maybe some last minute additions. Uh, I heard Arabian Night for Bob Baffert potentially, be one to go, and that would certainly impact the odds. As that horse looked really good, one in the Southwest, and was one of the favorites, the Derby Trail until he came off of it. But right now you got 12 horses in the potentially being entered. I could see a full field being drawn this year. The last few years, the Preakness to me has kind of been a little disappointing. As you had Rich Strike duck the Preakness last year, and Country House after winning the Derby in 19 or getting inherited the win didn't go in the Preakness, and that just it kind of made it seem like trainers don't really care about the Preakness. But this year kind of brings some of that back. Like I'm really looking forward to this edition of the Preakness, and see who can win. And I'm sure all y'all are very excited as well. And as updates come along, I'll post more videos on the channel, have more updates. We'll get into the handicapping of the Preakness. But thanks for watching, guys. Plenty